Well, I'm getting the strange message from YouTube again, but I'm going to choose to ignore it because I think everything is fine. Let me know if things are not fine. But apart from that, we shall welcome you in. Oh, I didn't write my set list out. I have it on my computer, but I should have written it out. Oh well, I'll look at it this way. That'll be pretty easy, actually. We should be able to do this with limited disruption. So welcome into this week's edition of the weekly Wednesday Warble. My name is Kyla Tilley, and this week I have 10 songs on the theme of journeys. I'm gonna open this. If I hit open widget, do I don't know. I don't know if that does anything. If there's a disaster, if things are wrong, it looks fine to me, so I am ignoring the big yellow error. All right, I'm going to start with a 3-song. I'm going to do my entire 3-song EP because I put out an EP a couple summers ago about going on a road trip. So we're just going to go start to finish through this one, and we're going to start with the way you start a road trip, which is packing your car up. I think I am going to change the configuration like they want me to. Hang on. I think I did this last time. What do they want it to be? No, it doesn't tell me. No, I'm doing what I'm doing. Sorry about that. False starts. I feel like every single YouTube stream I've done in like the last 2 or 3 months has had some kind of a variety of issues, and uncertainty has plagued me. Cold morning air, cold morning mist, calm morning stillness greets me. Slow to awake, slow to arms open and release. Pull over and wait for those clouds to pass. Hi, Marlis. Get up early with the dawn. Load the car up in the road. Bags already, luggage stowed. Get up early, hit the road. There we go. And I would like to confirm, Marlis, that you do see me. Is that correct? I'm getting the same error message that I was getting last week, and I'm not entirely convinced that everyone is seeing and hearing me. Yes, you do. Perfect. So our theme this week is journeys, and so I'm starting with my entire road trip album, because what is a road trip if not a journey? So once we've managed to pack the car, and once we've managed to go back to the house and make sure that we've turned everything off and packed everything we need, and after we've waited for the weather to be good enough to actually get on our way, we get on our way. Green trees, fallen leaves, birch bark, charcoal stump, new growth, not driving. And after we've packed our car up and thought about the things we've forgotten and gone back to the house and then waited for the weather to get nice, and then we've driven all day. Hey, John Casey, welcome in. Good to have you here. We're just about to embark on song 3 of my of the 10 songs today, but also the third and final song of my road trip EP. And so after we've taken that long drive, we see a hotel. Our journey takes us to a hotel. And how are you doing, John? Have you had any journeys up on the horizon? It's been a long day, been a long drive. Flicker of a neon light, stop for the night. Try and catch the diner before they close. Walk down on the bed, clothes on the chair. Flip through the drawers, notebooks and Bibles, things overlooked. Beam from the streetlight casts a red glow. Warm from the shower, I drift off. Here we go. Oh, you had your Indy 500 trip last week. Oh, that's awesome. How was it? Noisy. Noisy and fun, I bet. All right. Oh no! But you're here today, so I take it things are well for you tornado-wise. How was the Whole Foods cooler? That's quite something. I'm gonna quickly double check that this is you're excellent. You are good. I didn't write my set list out on my separate paper. I just have it on my file where I make these lists. And yes, I know what's coming up next. So the theme today is journeys, and so the next 2 songs sort of deal with the sort of concept of, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, I think. And that's one of the great metaphors of journeys. One foot in front of the other, breathing in on the count of 3, exhaling on the count of 2. Think about which parts of my foot strike the pavement with the most force. Make adjustments to my posture, focus on the task at hand, and then just run. One foot in front of the other, landing lightly, softly, relaxed, keeping up a steady pace. Shoulders loose, no tension to be found. I float over my feet. My mind is clear, my mind is on the open road ahead, and I just run toward the bubble arch. They'll record the time you took. Hang a medal around your neck, then let the secret out that there is no journey in today's set. One foot in front of the other, that's all that I have to do. Just keep on going, don't fade out. But it is something that I would do, isn't it? Did I get enough hydration? Did I get ample rest? Am I really only halfway through this? Did that marker lie? What have I done? Run towards the bubble arch. They'll have fruit and protein shakes. They will take your picture there. Then you can lie down in the grass. One foot in front of the other, find my rhythm, let it take me, let it move down the stretch, let it feel me down the stretch. Soaking in the atmosphere, the wind, the trees, the other runners, let myself enjoy the moment, and then just run past the last water station to Cape and go. Grab some high fives to put me up for the last stretch. Energy gels consumed and loaded cups burned. I conquered the road behind me, finish lines in sight. Run towards the bubble arch. They'll record the time I took. Hang a medal around my neck, then I can let my heart beat slow. Run toward the bubble arch. They'll have fruit and protein shakes. They will take my picture there. Then I can lie down in the grass. La 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 There we go. That is one foot in front of the other, and we'll tune this one when we get back to it. I did consider, I will admit I did consider learning a Journey song, but then I did not do that. I opted not to do that this week, but it could happen. It could yet happen. I think it was more of a time thing, and I had other songs than anything else. Some of you might remember that when we did Pink as the theme, we did some Pink Floyd. So earlier today, I was playing this guitar and was like, oh, I really need to tune this guitar. I'd better remember to tune this guitar before I do my YouTube stream this afternoon. But did I do that? No. That's okay, it gives us a moment to chat. So this song is, the next two songs are a bit more of a journey throughout time. And this one certainly also leans heavily into that one step at a time. They played a couple of years ago at the 500 Carb Day? Oh, the Indy 500. I was like, I missed Indy. And I was like, 500 Carb Day? Like, we all get together and eat bread? Should have bread playing at the 500 Carb Day. My arms aren't actually long enough to tune a 12 string. Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. that too. you also had a lot of carbs. I went to a car show last weekend. There's a yearly antique car show. Although there was a Camaro from 2023 in the car show, so it's not all classic cars, but mostly is. But racing, like street racing, is popular here. So it was pretty neat because a bunch of the street racers brought their cars and parked them outside in the mall parking lot, and that was also fun to see. All right, I need to pull up our lyrics here. So this next song is a newer one of mine, and it is it is just sort of about the passage of time and humanity's journey through time. I think is the best way to put it. Outside, looking inward, catch the light and go outside for the day. Say hello and how are you and yours, keeping all's well, thanks for asking. Then get on with the day, get on with your day. Always, always the same. One step, two, then 21 step after many, one after another. One breath growing taller, one tide, then another, over and over. Same sky, same weather, same ground. Inside, ever dreaming while the world's turning, while the world does its thing. Throw a message in a bottle in the ocean, wait for somebody to hear. Day's work never seems done, work never seems done. Always more errands to run. One step, two, then 21 step after any man after another. One breath growing taller, one tide, then another, over and over. Same sky, same weather, same ground. One step, two, then 21 up after many, one after another. One breath growing taller, one tide, then another, over and over. Same sky, same weather, same ground. Same sky, same weather, same ground. All right. You eat carbs and look at carburetors. What exactly goes on? What exactly goes on? It's the Friday before the race. And we want a little tuning here. So we're gonna stick to the theme of journeys throughout time here. And this is one of my favorite songs by a Newfoundland songwriter. This is by Pat and Joe Byrne. And we're gonna go to the sea weather, so. All right, there we go. So I've got 2 sea journey songs for you now. But this one is also yeah, about time, passage of time, the connectedness of everyone on the sea throughout time and space and their journeys therein. Ghosts called Towards Sunset. And we're gonna stick in the sea. We could easily, the whole Journeys song could have just been Sea Journeys. That could be a future theme. But we're gonna stick to the sea, and we're gonna do this old Scottish tune. And there's actually, it's on YouTube. Oh, maybe I'll link it. I don't know if I've ever remembered to link it down below whenever I have sung it here. I am in the United States Library of Congress singing this song because I partook at the Folk Alliance International in Montreal, where I met John here. I took part in the Library of Congress challenge they hold every year, and they get musicians to dive into the archives. The archive challenge, that's what it's called. I knew there was a word I was missing, but they get musicians to dive in and find a song and sort of give it new life. So I went in and I found this one, and I did some research, and so I gave a little talk about what I learned and then did my version of the song. So that's up on YouTube on the Library of Congress page, but here we are. Anyway, I really liked it, so it just ended up entering my set. Yeah, you remember that booth? They're there every year. And one year, the woman, one of the women who runs it, she had the most amazing purse. She had an accordion purse, like it looked like an accordion, but it was a purse. It was. I always remember those who are well accessorized. But anyway, I really liked this song because of the imagery of coming home on the ship. Green lies the dancing water, green, purple, barred with gold, brown wing my boat flies o'er, brown winged I lap the water, white the keel, the curling wavelet tosses high, spraying round. Hey man, da, kitty o, hey man, da, kitty o, leaving the leaves to leeward, blithely a sailing seaward, white the keel, the curling wavelet tosses high, spraying round. Tawny the shelving shore, tawny the seals that rise, plunging beneath the water, plunging in sharp surprise, with eyes of fear and wild alarm, as our white ship fast thither flies. Hey man, dog, idioro, hey man, dog, idiot, leaving the loose to leeward, blithely a sailing seaward, white the keel, the curling wavelet tosses high, spraying round. I'll now buy your seat as we sail o'er the minch sky. Blue cliffs of illusory leaves, the white cliffs come drawing nigh, the black crags of sky that beetling, frowning down through a veil of mist on our frail craft are towering high. Hey man, dog, idioto, hey man, dog, idioto, tower high the seas behind us, tower high the cliffs afore us, by the shore we lie at anchor. Hey man, dog, idioto. In Hebride's Seas, that one is called. And I found it the singing of Ewan MacColl. And, where are we in this set? I found it by the singing of Ewan MacColl, and he sang it a cappella in the archive, in the recording that they had. And the only other versions of it that I found when I went looking for it on the internet was Charlotte Church has recorded it, but she doesn't do the last verse. And there was somebody's like grad school, music students, they have to do a performance to graduate. So there was a vocalist's grad school video up on YouTube, and she was doing it. And I think she was probably doing the same version that Charlotte Church did, because she also didn't sing the third verse. So I thought that was kind of neat, because it's fun to find a song, and it's like I can hardly find anything about it. All right. I'm looking for my set list, which is not written where I normally write it. Here we go. So closing in on the last 3 songs. So we're going to leave the ocean now. We're going to leave the ocean and we're going to go to outer space. And this is pure ridiculous fantasy, but it does tell the story of somebody's journey. And it's also my latest single, so that's because I'm such a always staying on message, remembering to flog my latest single. David is an alien. He comes from a planet far away in the Orion Arm. You find that in the Milky Way, but now he lives in New York City. He has no memory of life before arriving in the solar system, and he's developed quite a fascination with the Earth's ecosystem. He's formed a theory: Earth's ecosystem is a living organism, evolved over millions of years. He's come to believe that just as humankind evolved from apes, that from a single species, Earth's ecosystem was formed. David decides to observe Jupiter, gift of a telescope from a local man. Notices Jupiter caught up in a war between its moons. To take a closer look, a spaceship he must fly, and from the safety of its orbit he observes the ecosystem of the Earth is changing. He's formed a theory: Earth's ecosystem is a living organism, evolved over millions of years. One that's still evolving. He's come to believe that just as humankind evolved from apes, that from a single species, Earth's ecosystem was formed. David decides to observe other planets. He takes a look at Venus, casts his eye on Mars, observes the ecosystems of those planets changing. The Earth is no exception. He soon discovers that the Sun too is evolving. David concludes the universe is in transition. The Earth is just a small part of the whole. David decides to observe the entire universe. He takes So now we shall leave the realm of a journey of scientific discovery, and we will go on a couple. These next two are journeys of self-discovery, I think. But this is one that I've been working on recording. It's sort of about our journey through life, I suppose. Put my bikinis in a box with all my sandals and my big floppy hats. Brought it to storage, swapped it out with one that's full of tailored coats, leather gloves. Bought a wool sweater, chose a timeless color. Polished my knee-high boots and posed for the mirror. Time is moving on, and so am I, and so am I. Close the door, open another. The target's always moving. Clear your closet, fill your pockets. There's gold in every change. You just have to find it. Looked in the drawers for this back, found all the old forgotten ill-fitting clothes. Taking up space, weighing me down, I filled another box with bits of old me. I paused a moment to acknowledge I wore that, and then I promptly dropped it off for recycling. Life keeps moving on, and so do I, and so do I. Close the door, open another. The target's always moving. Clear your closet, fill your pockets. There's gold in every change. You just have to find it and run with it. Make it your own. Don't hold on too tight. Yeah, go with it and let it flow. You'll know when the time is right. The styles change, they wax and wane. The seasons shift, and if we don't follow suit, we find ourselves back in a rut, moth-eaten, crumpled in a pile on the floor. So step into the here and now with great gusto, and if you need to, you can roll with the punches. Everything moves on, and so will I, and so will I. Close the door, open another. The target's always moving. Clear your closet, fill your pockets. There's gold in every change. You just have to find it. You just have to find it. There we go. Close the door, open another. And so for our final song, we have to drop down the tuning again. So this is off my Bloom and Grow album, which the album itself is a bit of a journey, but this is a song. This is definitely I decided like a journey of self-discovery is really what this is. This is a journey from misery to joy. Actually, that's what this is, a journey. And this is a co-write with my friend Kara Windsor here about her realizing that instead of being miserable all winter, she can go swim in a pond. And I think, well, she's proper pond swimming now. She puts part of her body in a pond. So swimming in ponds is an important part of life here in Newfoundland. We've got a lot of ponds to swim in, and I'm looking forward to jumping in ours. I think it's almost nice enough to go swimming in the pond. All right. that you make. Let the murk and the black pass underneath. Let the grasses and fishes tickle your feet. If I could focus on good deeds, not bad, I might have spent winter not feeling so down. Replaying what she's saying over an endless and on. I'd have strode out on the ice with my swimsuit and decks. I'd have chopped a big hole with a few clumsy whacks. And I drown out her voice there in the frozen pond. Float on your back, take a breath deep with ears full of water. You can't hear her speak. Kick out hard and ride on the wave that you make. Let the murk and the muck pass underneath. Let the grasses and fishes tickle your feet. Fingertips are wrinkled up high on bliss. Skin smells like mom's baggy dank kiss. Skin prickles and shiver, lips blue, digits pale. Joy quivers to bursting in euphoric flail. If I could focus on good deeds, not bad, I might have spent winter not feeling so down. Replying what she's saying over an endless and on. I'd have strode out on the ice with my swimsuit and decks. I'd have chopped a big hole with a few clumsy whacks. And I drown out her voice there in the frozen pond. Down in the bog, cold from the spring, beaches and eels to the rooks swing. Musky and muddy and stinking of meat, flood frogs on flood bitten, I am complete. And there we have it, there are our 10 songs. 10 songs pertaining in some ways to a journey. for this week, and my screensaver came on and you've all disappeared. There you are. So thank you so much for joining me here today. My name is Kyla Tilley. I am going to experiment again, and I think we will be going back to 5:30 Newfoundland time next week, but keep an eye on the schedule and I'll have it posted here. You should be able to see in advance in your time zone when I will be on. What else do I need to tell you? I will be back next week. My birthday is on Monday. And so we've got a two-parter the next 2 weeks. Next week it's 10 songs. It might end up being 11, but it's 10 songs from artists who influenced me greatly. It's a question I get asked quite a bit, like, who are your influences? And it's like, oh, it's my birthday. What am I going to do for my birthday this year? So we'll go with artists that influenced me greatly. But of course, as I was coming out with the many artists that influenced me greatly, I was like, well, there's like this clump that are like from childhood, and this clump that are like from my early 20s, and then there's another clump. There's other clumps, so it might end up being a 6-part series. But I feel like there's a real solid argument for a 2-parter. So next week we will be doing 10 songs from bands that I absolutely adored as a child and who I feel influenced my own music in significant ways. So we shall see you next time, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Take care.